Hi everyone, yasas, que kalasirtata to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I have a beautiful appetizer idea for you. If you're hosting a special dinner, maybe around the holidays, or just want to bring something really beautiful to a dinner party that you're going to, then you'll want to stay tuned for my Spanakopita Phyllo braid. This is beautiful, it has all of the flavor of Spanakopita with a fresh spinach and herb and cheese filling, and then it's wrapped up in buttery, layery, crispy phyllo. It looks like it took hours to make, but I'll show you an easy way to do it. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna begin by making the Spanakopita filling. So in my mixing bowl over here that's fitted with the paddle attachment, I'll add 8 ounces or 226 grams of cream cheese. That's at room temperature, so it's nice and soft. And just beat it a little bit so it breaks up. Next, go in and add 1 egg. Make sure that the egg is at room temperature too, and beat that all together. And then thinly slice some scallions, about 4 of them. Thinly slice them and add just the green parts in. And then start adding the spinach leaves a little bit at a time. I'm using baby spinach leaves. They're already washed and dried really well. About 10 to 12 ounces of them are gonna go in, and the mixer is just gonna mix them really well and kind of break them up just a little bit. Half a teaspoon of dill, half a teaspoon of salt, some freshly cracked black pepper. I also added a little bit of olive oil. I forgot to mention that, 2 to 3 tablespoons of it. So once everything is mixed together, we're going to add some feta cheese, just crumble it in, about 8 ounces of good quality feta. With this recipe, you can go with the less expensive feta and use cow's milk feta. It won't be as creamy, but it's gonna bake anyway, so you can definitely cut the cost with this recipe. And crumble it in. Just always buy block feta and crumble it in yourself because the taste is superior. So crumble the feta in, and once it's incorporated, you can turn the mixer off. Go in with your spatula and mix everything so that way it's all well incorporated. And now we're gonna assemble the braids. So this recipe makes 2 braids. We're gonna utilize 1 whole pack of phyllo. Each pack of phyllo, that's number 4, 1 pound phyllo. It has about 24 sheets in there. Sometimes it has 20. So start with 10 layers for the first one, and if you have extra for the other one, that's not a problem. Place a sheet of parchment paper on your work surface. This is gonna make the braid easy to transfer onto the baking tray. And then we're gonna layer 10 to 12 sheets of phyllo. Brush each sheet with butter, just right on top of the parchment paper. And then add half of the Spanakopita filling down the center of the pastry sheets. Cut slits, about 13 of them on each side. And then we're gonna crisscross them to create a braid just over each other to cover the phyllo, just like that. Carefully lift the parchment paper and place it on the baking pan. And you can form the other Spanakopita braid in the same exact way. If you're not gonna be baking both of them on the same day, then you can freeze the one that you're not baking, and it'll keep fresh in the freezer 1 to 2 months. So once it's frozen solid, make sure that you cover it with plastic wrap so that way it doesn't absorb freezer odors, and then you can just take it out and bake it as you need it until it's nice and golden. Brush the tops of the braids with the melted butter, and the oven should be preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This is gonna bake on the center rack for 45 or 50 minutes until it's nice and golden and crisp all around. Once it comes out of the oven, let it sit for about 10 minutes to settle. And when you slice into it, you'll see how buttery and crispy the outside is, how juicy and fresh the filling is. It's so good, and it's ready to serve. And there you have it. My Spanakopita Phyllo braid is ready. It is so beautiful. It's just stunning to look at. It's golden and crisp on the outside, buttery, and then so delicate and cheesy. And then this filling is delicious. Of course, we all love Spanakopita. You get all of that flavor, and then it's beautiful to look at as well. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. They freeze beautifully, so definitely make more. Keep them in the freezer before you bake them, and then you can bake them off until they're golden and crisp as you need them. I hope you love it as much as I do. You can print the recipe out on the website, dimitrasdishes.com. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yes, us.